Greetings and welcome. I hope you are all doing well, and thank you so much for joining me here today, and I am excited to talk about books with you, so let's just get right to it. Our book is The Quiet Librarian by Allen Eskens. And I talked a little bit about this in the May Reads video, but I'll repeat it here. I went to an event at our local bookstore, and Allen Eskens was there. He talked about writing, and he talked about some background information on books, and he also signed books for anyone who wanted their books signed. So, of course, I had him sign mine. It was a fun event. It was very interesting. And I have to just stop and explain that I am such a huge introvert. So it's always hard for me to go to these things. And before I do go to these things, I think a lot about whether I really want to go and how much energy I'm going to have to expend to go. And sometimes I just talk myself out of going to things and doing things, especially things that are outside of my comfort zone. This book signing was something I was really glad that I went to. The book is a combination of historical fiction and mystery, and the main character is Hana. She lives in a medium-sized Minnesota city, and she works at that city's library. And Hana is working one day when she sees a man come in, and it is obvious that he is looking for someone in particular. She's shelving books, and she just gets back to shelving books, but soon she's approached by that man. And he is David Claypool, a detective with the St. Paul Police. Hana's old friend Amina, in fact her only friend, is dead. And the way she dies isn't just mysterious, it's shocking. Someone broke into Amina's condo and tied her up. And while Amina's grandson Dylan was being dropped off by his bus, Amina fell from her balcony, and a man was seen behind her, and it's believed that he pushed her off the balcony. Amina's last act was to remove the blue marble necklace that she wears and hand it to the person who rushed to help her. And she was trying to say something, but she wasn't able to say that. Detective Claypool is interested in discovering the identity of anyone who may have wanted to cause Amina harm. And Hana learns that she is also now Dylan's legal guardian. Detective Claypool is asking questions about Amina's past, and Hana is hesitant to fully answer those questions because of the many secrets in her past. And the chapters here begin to alternate between Bosnia from 1977 to 1995, and mostly the summer of 1995, and present day in Minnesota. And Hana is protective of her past, and there is a reason for this. In Bosnia during the war, Hana lived through atrocities and what those atrocities did to her. Going into the past, we learn that Hana has taken on a new identity. During the breakup of the former Soviet Union, the countries that made up that area of the world had to form new governments and decide how they would form those governments and how those governments would be set up. Yugoslavia was a multi-ethnic merging of areas that were previously parts of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, including what we now know as Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Serbia, and Slovenia. Slovenia and Croatia both declared their independence. Bosnia and Herzegovina declared independence and was recognized internationally. The Bosnian Serbs, however, disagreed with this decision, and Serb forces seized the city of Sarajevo, leading to war. During the war, Hana's family was attacked, and Hana was thrust into the war. I appreciate authors' notes in books, and really appreciated the one in this book. And it includes an acknowledgement of two survivors of the Bosnian War who the author consulted for information about that war. And honestly, many of us know a little bit about the Bosnian War, but that's about it. This book takes us into the events of that war, a war which included the Srebrenica massacre, in which 8,000 Bosnian men and boys were killed by Serbian forces. It's a heavy book, but it's also a book about hope, love, and the power of choice. So who is going to enjoy this book? Readers who are interested in history, how historical events affect individuals, and choices that are caused by historical events will love this book. Readers who like suspense or mysteries will also like this book. Much of the book is set in the past, but there is also a mystery from the past that affects the present day. Readers who enjoy books with strong women characters and characters confronting personal trauma will like this book. Readers who enjoy books set in two time periods where something from the past is affecting something in the present will also like this book. So what can you read for a similar experience? I'm going to start with other books by this author. And while this book is different than some of Allen Eskens' other books, if you enjoy his writing style, you're going to enjoy most of his books. I'm going to suggest the Bodhi Sandin series, starting with Nothing More Dangerous. High school freshman Bodhi Sandin is ready to leave his home in the Ozark Hills and move to someplace more. When a new family moves in across the street, Bodhi begins to rethink his understanding of the world. Secrets that have hidden in plain sight reveal themselves, and the biggest secret is the disappearance of Lyda Poe. I haven't read this yet, but this is my next Allen Eskens book that I'm going to read. And there's another book in that series, Saving Emma. If you want a book with a similar topic, this time dealing with Romania instead of Bosnia, I will suggest I Must Betray You by Ruta Sepetys. It's a YA book about the crumbling of the communist regime in Romania. Christian dreams of being a writer, but he isn't free to dream. In a Romania run by a tyrannical dictator using fear and isolation, Christian is forced by the secret police to become an informer. And he is met with two choices: betray everyone and everything he loves, or use his position to creatively undermine Romania's evil dictator. So now we are at the part where I need to choose the prompt for my next book. And here is the prompt board. There's only one prompt left on it, so I'm just going to take it off of there. And it's contemporary. So let me find a contemporary fiction book, and I'll be right back. And here we are. As you know, this month is all about the new releases, and I have found a new release contemporary fiction book, and it is My Friends by Frederick Bachman. And I'm very excited about this book because I have loved everything by Frederick Bachman that I have read. So we'll see how this compares to his other books. I'll be back with My Friends in about a week. Later this week, I should be back with an Explore and Create, if all goes well. I'm planning something a little different than I did before, and so it's going to take a little planning and it's going to take a little work, but it should be really good. So I hope that you'll join me for that one as well. Thank you so much for joining me today for this look at The Quiet Librarian by Allen Eskens. I really do recommend this book if you're looking for a good read that explores history and the present day. I hope that you enjoyed hearing about it, and I hope that you enjoy all that you do and all that you read. And thank you.